Oh, hey there. Glad you stopped by. I got something important I've been meaning to tell you. Hey guys, I'm just putting the finishing touches on this little leprechaun here. And I was thinking about some things. I thought, you know what? That's something I want to share with everybody. So I turned the camera on. This is the little leprechaun guy that carved in the last video. Well, not the last video, one of the last videos. And just getting around to getting him painted. And I wanted to talk to you a little bit about why it's important that you sign your carvings. Sign and date them. And then how to do that. So if that's something you haven't given much thought to, or even if you do, if you have a different way of doing it, put it down in the comments. Let me know what you guys do. But really, I've come up with a pretty good, in my opinion, pretty good way of doing that. And the reason I feel it's important is when I first started carving, I never did that. I didn't even give it a second thought. And over the years, I'm like, well, when did I make that? How long ago? How many years ago did I make that? And I just couldn't remember. So that's one reason, just to write the date on the back. But, you know, these carvings, they're going to be around a long time. And maybe somebody in your family or people you give it to, where did I get that? Who made that? You know, it's just kind of, you know, it's just like any artist would. You just got to sign your work. And I've come up with a way. Early on, I'd sign my carvings or write a date on them. I'd go back later, kind of dust them off or put some more oil on them or whatever. And I would notice that the carving or the signature and the date were pretty much gone, just disappearing. And I realized it was soaking into the wood. And so I came up with a good idea. I don't like putting on a real heavy coat. I mean, that's something I did in the beginning. I used to put shellac on my carvings and it sealed them up good, but they get kind of shiny. Product that I really like using. I found this a couple years ago and it was a game changer for me, and it's something that I really believe in. I like having a carving that isn't shiny and plasticky looking, but I like them to be protected. You know, you can do things like I put this bees oil, just a mixture of beeswax and mineral oil. You can rub that on there, and that'll give them a nice finish. And I think that's what I did to this little bear. Puts a nice finish on them and seals them up. But then you put that on there, you know, I oil the carvings and I put that beeswax on there. And then if I would forget to sign it, I couldn't find anything that would write on it and stay on there. So, like I said, a couple years ago, I found this product here. It's a Rust-Oleum spray-on. They call it a clear, durable top coat, and the key to it is right down here at the bottom. It's the sheen, or lack of, it's called dead flat, and it really is. It actually, in their literature somewhere, it says that teachers will use this sometimes, spray it on posters so you don't have a glare. It really does just knock the shine down, and it's a good, durable coat. Really protects it, and just really happy with it. And I do. Speaking of that, I was just going to say I was going to put a link for this in the description, but there's something else I want to show you guys. Yeah, I just wanted to take a minute to share our new website with you guys. We started a new business called Hunter's Creations, and that was inspired by our family's interests and our love for sharing things that we create. So if we go here and we just open up a browser tab and type in huntersmake.com, that brings us right here to our home page. Now, if you up here on the right, you'll find a pretty standard looking website menu that you can use to navigate around. And our home page opens up with this nice image of the frosty trees that I like to talk about them. I've talked about them in a couple of my videos. If you scroll down, you'll find the three main areas that we're involved with. On the left is the area that you're probably the most interested in. Since, well, this is about wood carving on this channel. And then in the center, we want to share our printed merchandise designs. They're available on shirts, totes, and mugs. We have one t-shirt in there now with a carving theme on it, and I plan on adding more of those as time allows. So be sure to check those out. You'll also find there's quite a few items in there with camping and family theme on them. So just some things that are important to us. And then now if you have somebody in your life that's into quilting and likes to use long arm quilting services, make sure you let them know that we're going to be offering that to everyone as well. I have a computerized quilting machine that we've been using to sew quilting patterns for some local people, and thought since we're putting together this business and website that we can broaden our reach on the quilting services too. So if you click one of these green buttons down here underneath the pictures, it will take you to the page that gives you a little background on each of these areas. On the landing page for each area, there's another green button that will take you to the store for that specialty. So let's go back to the carving page here and head to the carving store. This is the landing page for the carving area. So got this goofy looking guy over here telling you about what's going on. Then if we go to the carving store, because that's the most fun, right? Okay, as mentioned before, there'll be a few products that we will stock and ship directly, but the reality is that we just don't have a ton of space to handle all the products that I recommend. So we have some affiliate linked products in our store as well. If you click on the buy button for those items, it will open a separate page, separate tab, and that'll take you to our partner's website to complete the purchase. There's a disclosure down here by each of the buttons. Tells you that, using this link, it doesn't add anything to the cost of your purchase, but we do get a small commission for using that link. So if we scroll up just a bit again, you'll see that we currently only have the finger safety tape showing in this section. There are more products coming that I will be adding to this area soon. And one thing I'm super excited about is over here in this blank space. After working with Ashton from Badger State Blades on the knife giveaway we recently did, and having my Badger State Blades knife become one of my favorite knives in my collection, I decided to share that with you guys as well. I have the first batch of knives ordered, and as soon as they arrive, I will get them set up and on the website here. So be looking for those. Check back often. We'll have those and probably some other products I'm checking out right now. We'll be building this out. So after you've go back to the home page here, and after you've checked out these different areas and you're coming back a second time to get some other things or look at what's going on over here, if you don't want to go to these buttons here and go to a landing page and then to the store, you can go directly to the stores up here. If you click on any of these, it will take you directly to the store page for that area. But if you go if you click on the store up here in the main menu, it will show you all the products that we have across the website. There aren't a ton right now, but we're going to be building that out. And then you can either click on each product from there, and it will take you directly to that product's page. Some of you might remember this image. It was a thumbnail for my thumb guard video. Just a note here, the color of the tape has changed, but it's the same product that was used in that video. So that color might vary from time to time. So there you have it, I guess. We're super excited to have a way to share our creations with you now. Going forward, I'll be sure to have a link in the description of all my videos where you can come to this one location, huntersmake.com, and find the products that I have demonstrated and recommended in my videos. So after you finish watching this video and do the like and subscribe stuff, then click on the link in the description and head on over to huntersmake.com and check it out. Let me know what you think about the new website, and if there's anything you'd like to see added or changed. I'm always looking for good feedback. So, all right, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, let's get back to signing and sealing these carvings, because that's important. Okay, we talked about why you should sign your carvings. Let's talk about how we're going to do it. And I've kind of developed this method over the years, and it's really worked out well for me. So what I like to do is pick a spot. Oh, this is a pretty easy spot to pick on the back side of this guy. And the first thing we're going to do is in early on, I would sign my name on my carvings, and after a few years or whatever, I would notice that the signature and the date would just kind of go away. And as far as I can tell, what is happening, or what was happening, is that signature would soak down into the wood and essentially just kind of disappear. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this spray I was just talking about, this Rust-Oleum Universal Clear Durable Top Coat, dead flat. That's key. I guess it's a personal choice if you want how you want your carvings to look when they're all done, but I really prefer the dead flat. It just preserves the look of the carving. Like this one, this guy that you saw him in the other video, he's been coated 2 or 3 times with that stuff, and you really don't see a shine or anything on him, but he's protected. So let's set up a spot over here, and I'm gonna put it's basically just, probably not gonna show you spraying it on there. It's just like painting with a can of spray paint. It just goes on the same. I'm just gonna put a nice coat on there, and I'm gonna let it dry. It's getting pretty late in the day, so I'm gonna call it a day, and we'll let this dry overnight, and when we come back, we'll be able to put our signature and our date on there. So I'll check back with you in the morning. Okay, we grabbed our Rust-Oleum Clear durable top coat, dead flat. Highly recommend this stuff. And go ahead and shake it up really well, just like you would. Use it similar, or basically the same as you would any can of spray paint. Got a nice trigger on here, and you just want to make sure that tip is clean. Otherwise, you get kind of a goofy spray out of there. When we're done spraying, I usually just wipe that off with my finger. Anyway, we'll just go ahead and put a nice quick coat on there. It doesn't take long. Just a few passes, it sprays out really nice. And you can see that is all covered. Trying to get this right with the light. You can see it's shiny now, but it dries quick. And once it dries, that'll be like there's nothing on it, but it'll be protected. So yeah, I really like this product. And it's a really good way to sign your carvings. Let everyone know it was you that created this thing, and even years and years down the road, when you're not around to ask, somebody will know that you made that carving, and they'll know what year you made it in too. So just a really good idea. Some carvings, there isn't a lot of room. This one is pretty easy. There's plenty of room on the back of this. I usually try to sign things on the bottom, like if they're a piece that stands on the shelf. But find a spot, even if it's just your initials and the last 2 years of a date. It doesn't take a lot of room. Just seal it in, and there you go. All right, guys. Go ahead and check out our new website, huntersmake.com, and there's a link for this top coat, as well as some of the other things I've been using on the channel. So I hope you enjoy this. If you do, leave a like, and if you want to share some thoughts in the comments, that'd be great too. All right, thanks for watching.